Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mason Plumlee.
Well, Mason, you've been blessed. I mean, you come from an athletic family. Not only you and your brothers, but your parents both played Division I basketball at Tennessee Tech and Purdue. In fact, your mom once got 25 rebounds in a game. Is that something you shot for? What was your career high at any level in rebounds?
I've never beaten that. She's got 25 is high. She's not here, so I'll also share. I think she has a fouls record at Purdue, so she won't be happy I shared that. But those are the two I haven't.
So what was it like, I mean, with three brothers that were all excellent in basketball, what were those driveway games or backyard games like when you were growing up?
It was a lot of fun. You know, I don't think that we ever, expected to all reach the NBA level or have the careers that we did, but it was just competition between us, and it made for a lot of fun basketball growing up in Indiana.
And you played in North Carolina with your two brothers, and I'm sorry, Duke, with your two brothers. That's a huge.
I just assumed you're talking about high school,
well.
so
he really displayed some Christian character right there. That was excellent. That was a test too, just to see, were you going to really act it. But anyway, at Duke, playing with your two brothers, what was that like? I mean, that's an experience that very few people get to have.
Like, it was a blessing. Like, I've always benefited from my older brother going ahead of me in anything that we've done. He went to college first, and I had insight to the Duke program. He went to the NBA first. He hired an agent first. So, I'm grateful for Miles and him kind of being the one to first go over and figure things out. And then anybody that knows my little brother Marshall, he's the life of the room anywhere he's at. So to be able to have one season in particular where we were all three together, both in high school and college, was special. And those are two of the favorite years of my career.
Now, faith, as we saw in the video, that's been a defining part of your journey and your story. Tell us about the role that it's played in your career.
Yeah, my faith has been everything. To me, especially how, like the profession, the NBA profession has evolved. Like, faith has been the only constant. And you had like a record number of trades at the deadline this year. Everything from team owners to management to coaches. Even if I'm teammates with Devin Booker. He's been there for his whole career. He's had different owners, different coaches, different teammates. And, I love it. I wouldn't trade my career for anything, but at the same time, there's only one thing that's stable, one thing that's constant, one thing that we can go to at any point in time. So to me, that's what faith has been to me in this journey. And, just grateful to know that I can always go to that.
That's great. That's great. And we do have a special congratulatory video for you. I think it'll be a surprise.
Mason, congratulations on receiving the Bobby Jones Award. There couldn't be a better guy to get this award. The character you showed, the faith, how good you are. You've been the best teammate on all the teams that you've been on, and besides being an outstanding player, just to let you know, Bobby Jones was an amazing player, an amazing teammate. Obviously, people remember him for being a Naismith Hall of Famer, all-star NBA player, but he is a great player for Coach Dean Smith at North Carolina. And he did that at North Carolina and in the NBA. I want you to know that you did it at Duke and you've done it in the NBA. So congratulations, my friend. I'm really happy for you.
All right, Mason, the floor is yours.
I might just grab it. Man, this is so cool. It's such a privilege and an honor to be here. You know, so many people to thank. Obviously, want to thank Bobby for choosing me, and it's been great to get to know you this morning and learn your story coming here. I want to thank AIA. You know, I want to thank my parents. You know, they got some love in the video, but you know, I have a mom that still texts me at 34 and 12 years into the league after every game. You know, what I did well, what my teammates and coaches could do better, and then she always lets me know if the other team has a dirty player. So I want to thank her. I want to thank my dad, who's met me with wisdom in the most significant moments in my life, and just the both of them for, you know, how they've loved each other, you know, who they were to us as kids growing up, and really, you know, I'm not a parent myself, but you hear that you see more than you listen to, and just the example that they set for us in the household. I want to thank, they're not here, but my good friends Brian Barley and Sheldon Nord. And then I know Chris spoke to them earlier, but the NBA chaplains, I think you guys are generally back there, and I saw a lot of familiar faces. Pink, Shay, Mike Tatlock. You know, it's not easy with our travel schedule. I'm sure you guys can imagine to be part of a traditional church family. And in that 15 minutes before the game, sometimes it's the only fellowship we get throughout the week. So what you guys do is invaluable. It's appreciated. And there's a lot of people that, you know, I understand you guys volunteer your time, but it's a great benefit to us, and can't thank you guys enough. And of course, I have to thank my guy, Coach Mo, who's right here in front of me. You know, he asked me to speak for a bit, and you know, I wasn't sure what to speak about, but you know, just in my journey, in my walk, you know, I feel like each season, each year has a theme. You know, this year, you know, probably from his texts before and after every game to consider an audience of one. You know, my challenge this year has just been to keep my eyes on God and thank Him for, you know, what He's provided and you know, the highs, the lows, and everything that comes with the season. So thank you, Coach Mo. You know, thank God for bringing us all here together, and you know, couldn't be more grateful to receive this award.